Committee will be in order. The Select Committee has conducted extensive investigative work to understand what led the Proud Boys and other rioters to the Capitol on January.
This week is going to be the House January 6th Committee's likely final investigative hearing after weeks have gone by since the series of summer hearings ended. And in those hearings, the committee looked at every aspect of the Capitol riot, from Donald Trump and his allies' efforts to overturn it weeks after the election passed, to extremist groups' ties to the violence that took place outside of the Capitol. Thursday's January 6th hearing is also the last chance for the 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans on the committee to, make their case to the American public about what happened on January 6th, about what happened in the months leading up to it, and what they think are the legislative reforms that need to be made in order to ensure that there is never again such a threat to democracy and to, the peaceful transfer of power. The committee had planned to wrap up its series of hearings well before the November midterm elections, but a somewhat of like a fire hose of findings, of witnesses coming forward, of depositions that have happened over the summer has forced the committee to push its deadline of when they planned to end the hearing and really present their findings in a final report or an intermediate report to voters as they head to the ballots, in what Democrats and Republicans have said is, a election that is really going to be a test for a lot of the things that the committee has been focused on, which is, this risk to democracy and Trumpism as a whole. Obviously, Donald Trump is not on the ballot, but so many people who have taken his cause and who have taken his baseless claims for election fraud and voter fraud in the 2020 election are on the ballot. So members of the January 6th committee see this as a test for how well their committee's investigation has gone over the past, 12 plus months, but also just a way to prepare, American voters for the 2024 election when it is likely that Trump will be on the ballot.
Do you swear unaffirmed under penalty of
has to do is send it back to the states to recertify.